Sean Diddy Combs, music mogul, cultural icon. Now, he faces accusations that threaten to shatter his carefully crafted image. The hip-hop legend stands accused of orchestrating a dark web of abuse, involving drugging and assaulting numerous individuals, including minors. These allegations, leveled by high-profile attorney Tony Busby, have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond. Busby, known for representing victims of sexual assault, held a press conference in Houston, Texas, where he dropped a bombshell. He claimed to possess evidence implicating Diddy in a sprawling network of abuse. This network, Busby alleges, spans multiple states and involves several accomplices who aided Diddy in his alleged crimes. The accusations against Diddy paint a disturbing picture of power abused and silence weaponized. Busby alleges that Diddy used his fame and fortune to silence victims and create an environment where abuse could thrive. As the news of these allegations spreads, one question hangs heavy in the air. Will Diddy be held accountable for his alleged actions, or will his celebrity status shield him from justice? The air crackled with anticipation as Tony Busby stepped up to the podium. Cameras flashed, capturing the gravity of the moment. Busby, known for his calm demeanor and sharp legal mind, wasted no time in addressing the elephant in the room, the shocking allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. He spoke of a pattern of abuse deeply ingrained in Diddy's inner circle. This circle, Busby asserted, was not limited to Diddy's security detail or close associates. It allegedly extended to individuals whose names would send shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Busby's words were measured, but their impact was undeniable. He spoke of victims, their lives irrevocably scarred by Diddy's alleged actions. He painted a picture of a culture of fear and intimidation, where victims were pressured into silence, their stories buried under the weight of Diddy's influence. The press conference sent ripples of shock and disbelief through the assembled journalists. Busby's allegations, if true, promised to expose a dark underbelly of the music industry, one where power and influence were used to silence and abuse. Busby's press conference was just the tip of the iceberg. In the days that followed, the scope of the allegations against Diddy widened, revealing a trail of alleged victims spanning multiple states. From Los Angeles to New York, Miami to Atlanta, disturbing accounts began to surface, painting a picture of a predator who operated with impunity. These alleged victims, many of whom had remained silent for years, fearing retribution from Diddy and his powerful associates, started to find their voice. Their stories, though varied in their details, shared a common thread: accusations of manipulation, drugging, and sexual assault at the hands of Diddy and his alleged accomplices. Busby's phone lines were flooded with calls from potential victims, their stories adding to the growing chorus of accusations against the music mogul. The sheer volume of these allegations, coupled with the consistency of the accounts, painted a damning picture of Diddy's alleged behavior. As more alleged victims came forward, the geographic reach of Diddy's alleged crimes became increasingly apparent. This was not a case of isolated incidents, but rather a systemic pattern of abuse that spanned the country. Section 4. Parties, Predators, and a Pattern of Abuse, a glimpse into Diddy's world. Behind the glitz and glamour of Diddy's lavish parties, a sinister reality allegedly lurked. Busby's investigation painted a chilling picture of these gatherings, where alcohol flowed freely, and Diddy's celebrity status attracted a steady stream of impressionable young people. These parties, often held at Diddy's sprawling mansions, became hunting grounds, according to Busby. It was here, amidst the throngs of partygoers, that Diddy and his alleged accomplices would allegedly identify their targets, often young women and men, plying them with drinks and isolating them from the crowd. Witnesses described an atmosphere of intimidation and coercion, where Diddy's entourage would allegedly use threats and violence to silence anyone who dared to question their behavior. Drugs, often slipped into drinks, allegedly played a key role in incapacitating victims, rendering them helpless to resist Diddy's advances. The stories that emerged from these parties were deeply disturbing, tales of sexual assault, coercion, and manipulation, all allegedly orchestrated and perpetrated under the watch of one of the music industry's most powerful figures. Section 5. The Walls Close In, Busby's Call to Action for Accomplices. With the weight of evidence mounting, Tony Busby turned his attention to those who enabled Diddy's alleged behavior, his alleged accomplices. In a strategic move designed to dismantle Diddy's inner circle, Busby issued a public plea for those involved to come forward and cooperate with the investigation. He acknowledged the fear and pressure that likely kept these individuals silent. He offered a measure of understanding, acknowledging the power dynamics at play, and the potential consequences of speaking out against someone as influential as Diddy. However, Busby's message was clear: silence was no longer an option. To those who aided and abetted Mr. Combs in his alleged crimes, I urge you to do the right thing, Busby declared. Come forward, share what you know, and help us bring justice to the victims. His words carried a weight of authority, a clear warning that the walls were closing in on Diddy and his alleged accomplices. Busby's call to action sent shockwaves through Diddy's camp. The message was clear: loyalty had its limits, and those limits were rapidly approaching. Section 6. Diddy's Defense, a Veiled Counteroffensive begins. The allegations against Diddy were met with a swift and calculated response from his legal team. Led by a high-powered attorney known for his aggressive defense tactics, Diddy's camp launched a counteroffensive, aimed at discrediting the accusers and undermining the credibility of the allegations. In carefully worded statements released to the media, Diddy's lawyer vehemently denied all accusations, calling them baseless and defamatory. He accused Busby of orchestrating a smear campaign motivated by financial gain and a desire for publicity. Diddy's legal team skillfully employed a strategy of obfuscation and denial, avoiding direct engagement with the specific details of the allegations. They hinted at inconsistencies in the accuser's accounts and suggested that the alleged victims were motivated by a desire for financial gain or revenge. While Diddy himself remained largely silent, his legal team waged a war of words in the court of public opinion, attempting to sow seeds of doubt and protect their client's reputation.